some of your characteristics at internet represented results from different personal activity. At the personal level of self-differentiate an individual as unique from others. Social identity level of self whereby the gainer is identified by his or her group members. Online identity using the internet is the sum of your characteristics and internet representative. Results from different interactions which website presented, showing a different picture you and what you do.
Your online identity is not the same as your regular identity because the characteristics you have represented online differ from the characteristics you represent in the physical world.
How do you build your online identity? Every website that you interact with will connect the information of who you are based on the information that you share. Thus, it is up to you how you represent yourself as closely as who you are and what you do. In real life, or to be selective to create a representation far from real life.
In cyberspace, people are more willing to speak online. Authorities minimize online dissimulation, lack of respect, confidence, will communicate online.
Types of discrimination. Denial discrimination and toxic discrimination. Denial discrimination, speaking about emotions, fears, and wishes. Showing kindness and helping others. Combating loneliness through online interaction. Finding emotional support. Toxic discrimination. Rude language, harsh criticism, anger, hatred, and threats. Pornography and violence. Cyberbullying, threatening, humiliating, spreading rumors, making fun of others, cyber harassment or exploration, toxic discrimination. Number 1, be careful about sharing. Number 2, do not hang with the wrong crowd online. Number 3, consider your emotional state before posting. Number 4, consider others' possible reaction.
Selective presentation and impression management. Our behaviors may change if we notice that we are being watched or observed. We select only what we want to present and impress to others, what we view beneficial to our personality, especially when we create a digital self. Most often to impress others. To put our best foot forward, to try to look good and always into new trends, and to always need people to like us, even if it means we need to lie, to pretend, and to create pictures and sell of others. Presentation refers to how people attempt to present themselves, to control or shape how others, how the audience view them. It involves expressing oneself and behaving in ways that we create a desired impression. Self-presentation is part of a broader set of behaviors called impression management. Impression management refers to a cultural presentation of information about all sorts of things, including information about other people or events. Types of self-presentation. 1 is the authentic. This type of self-presentation aims to create an image consistent with the way we view ourselves. 2nd, ideal. This type of self-presentation aims to establish an image consistent with what we wish to be. 3rd, the last one is tactical. This type of self-presentation aims to establish a public image consistent with what others want and expect us to be.
Selective presentation and impression management. Selective self-presentation and impression management is very important in development and maintenance of your social relationship, and this is very important for you gain self-confidence in pride. But your success and your personal relationship and your faith as a person requires a delicate balance of self-presentation and impression management. It is the reason that why you need to monitor and control how you appear to others. But never forget that you also need to be straightforward and social media sites support and empower individuals to change themselves and their communities. Encourage self-esteem with receiving likes and shares. Proves one's morals and faith feelings of self-worth. Intensive online engagement is correlated with personality and brain disorder like poor social skills, ADHD, narcissistic tendencies, needs to for instant gratification, and addictive behaviors. Depression, anxiety, and lifelines, low self-esteem due the risk of being exposed by systemic bullying and cybertrafficking. More occupied in giving attention to social media than it keeping their customs and practices.
Private self, reflecting on your personal values, fears, inspiration, experiencing emotion like sadness, joy, beauty, in perspective. Private self, reflecting on your personal values, fears, inspiration, experiencing emotions like sadness, joy, engaging in introspection. Public self how you appear to others, your social image, how you behave, social situation. In psychology, what is self-reflection perspective or often personal aspect of one's self-awareness, including thoughts, feelings, self-concept, distinct from public self, which is how one is perceived by others. Here is a more detailed explanation. The private self is part of the self that is known mainly to oneself, such as one inner feelings or self-concept, in contrast with self-outlook. Psychologists often differentiate between private and public self-awareness.
Public self-awareness involves how you perceive yourself from the perspective of others, while private self-awareness focuses on your inner thoughts and feelings. Private self, reflecting on your personal values, fears, or aspirations, experiencing emotions like sadness, joy, or engaging in introspection, inspiration, how you yourself, being aware of how you appear to others, social image, or how you behave in social situations.
Self-consciousness, the tendency to consistently direct attention toward the self is referred to as self-consciousness.
Private self-consciousness, a tendency to focus on one's inner thoughts and feelings. Public self-consciousness, a general awareness of the self as a social object that has an effect on others.
For us, understanding both the private and public self